Welcome back to my road to completion guide for Dark Souls 3. This is episode number 11. We're back at Firelink Shrine. I want you guys to head over and talk to the Shrine Handmaid. We want to sell the soul of the Deacons of the Deep. It's the blue one right there, okay? That's the soul that we picked up from defeating the Deacons of the Deep at the end of episode 10. Make sure you guys sell that. It's going to give you 20,000 souls, and that's going to be enough to buy this item, the Tower Key. So this tower key is going to allow us to enter the tower that's on the right hand side of Firelink, okay? There's basically two towers, one on the right, one on the left. You guys remember back in episode 2, we killed the Sword Master. The Sword Master was guarding the tower on the left. This tower has always been locked, but now that we have that key, we can get inside. Now you might be wondering why we never entered the tower that's on the left if we killed the Sword Master back in episode 2, and that's just because that gate is closed. You can only open it from the inside of the tower, and of course you can only get access to the left tower if you go into the right tower, which is what we just did. Now we're going to come down here, kick the ladder down for a shortcut. Now we want to head to the right, and we want to grab the 3 Homeward Bones that's on this corpse. Right there, grab those. Then we want to keep going straight, but keep looking to the right as you fall off here. You'll see an entrance point to the top of Firelink Shrine. Perfect. Just keep going around the outer edge until you see the item to the right. That's going to be another Estus Shard. That's going to be the 10th one out of 15 that I want you guys to collect. And then we're going to come up here and interact with this NPC. Now at this point, all I want you guys to do is leave 3 items, okay? So go into your inventory. I want you guys to select the Firebomb. See where it says leave? That's what you want to do, guys. And you only have to leave 1. You don't have to leave everything in your inventory. I want you guys to leave the Firebomb, the Black Firebomb, and a Homeward Bone. Now the cool thing about leaving these items here for the crows is that we're basically trading with them, okay? We're going to leave them these items, and then in return they're going to give us new ones, okay? We're going to be getting a gesture called Call Over. Okay, we need that for the run. That's going to be your 16th gesture out of 33. And we're also going to be getting the Titanite Chunk and the large Titanite Shard, which we can use to level up our gear, okay? The iron bracelets, we're just going to use those to sell, guys, for some free souls a little bit later on. Go through the fake wall. Drop down is going to be a treasure chest on the right. Go ahead and open that up. You're going to be picking up the Covetous Silver Serpent Ring. That's going to be your 10th ring out of 107. Then what I want you guys to do is just fall off the ledge. You can see that we've taken some fall damage. I want you guys to also catch a quick rest at the bonfire, get your health back. All right, once you guys have your health back, we're just gonna backtrack to the right-hand tower, go all the way up to the top, and this time we're gonna cross the bridge so that we can get into the left-hand tower. The last time we came through here, we dropped down and kicked the ladder. We're just going to go all the way across this time, and if you guys remember Patches from the previous episode, remember he set us up for a trap in that episode. He's going to do the same thing here. And there's no need to worry about a boss on the other side of this fog gate, guys. I know every other time you've seen a fog gate in this game so far, there's been a boss. I remember the first time I played this game, I thought there was going to be a boss on the outside of Firelink because of the fog gate, but it's just loading in the world, guys. So head all the way up to the top. Across the bridge, enter the left-hand tower. You see that the gate is open already. We go across, we're gonna hit this elevator. And as you ride this elevator up to the top, you'll see that Patches closes the door. Once you guys make it to the top of the elevator, you can walk across that switch. That'll take you back down. And then you'll see, boom, there's Patches. The gate is closed. He's trapped us again. He's got some dialogue for us, so make sure you guys go up here and listen to what he has to say. And I'll show you guys how to get to the bottom of this tower. Your instinct is going to be to just walk off this platform here and fall all the way down to the bottom because there is an item down there. But that will kill you, okay? The fall damage is too much for your health, so you will die. You have to roll off the edge and hit these coffins, okay? And kind of work your way down slowly. And then grab this item that's going to be the Estus Ring. That's going to be the 11th ring out of 107. And now all we have to do is just exit this tower, open that gate from the inside, and boom, we're out. Remember, this is where the Sword Master was back in episode 2. We've already killed that fool, so we don't have to worry about him fighting us at this point. And now we just want to run back into Firelink Shrine. You guys can hit up the bonfire if you want to get your health back. If you're low on health, I think I do that in this clip. And then we're gonna go up there and kill Patches. We're gonna kill that fool for trapping us this episode and the last episode. So we'll head back up top. And instead of going outside to the tower on the right, we just want to keep going around the circular path up here. And you guys will see Patches. Now, before we kill him, we want to talk to him. We want to go through his dialogue. Now, he will be giving us some options during his dialogue. I want to make sure you guys choose the right one. It's actually going to be the top option, forgive him. The second choice is do not forgive him. There it goes. So make sure you guys choose the very top option, forgive him. Keep going through the dialogue. And then once he's done, I want you guys to select talk, listen to what he has to say, and then we're going to back away from the dialogue, basically leave the conversation, and then we're going to quit the game, okay? Once we quit the game and we load back in, you guys can see that I'm leaving right there. Once you guys quit the game, you don't have to save here, by the way, just quit. Once you guys continue back into the game, he's going to be squatting down. That's very important. When you talk to him, you're going to get the gesture, Patches squat. That is going to be the 17th gesture out of 33. And now it's time to kill this fool, okay? I want you guys to hit him 2 times with your sword, okay? And that's going to put him into that corner. Then I want you to switch to your storyteller staff, right? Hit triangle to two-handed, L2 to send out the poison mist. That's going to cause damage over time. And now all you guys have to do is just avoid him until he dies, okay? Now I'm going to show you a trick that sometimes works. If you can get him to chase you over here to the tower and bait him to get on the stairs, a lot of times he will glitch out on these stairs, okay? And if you run to the very top of this tower and you wait, he'll just remain frozen on the stairs and eventually he'll die, okay? Now that happens in my gameplay, but again, if it doesn't happen for you, all you have to do is just avoid him until he dies. I will tell you guys this, don't get too far away from him, because if you do, when you come back to him, all of his health will be reset, okay? So you have to be careful of that. And then just before he dies, make sure you switch to the symbol of avarice so you guys can get maximum souls, and then we'll head down and loot his body. Now let me explain this, guys, because looting his body can be tricky, especially if we're using the trick that I'm showing you here, where we try to kill him on the stairs. Because he's glitched on the stairs, okay, sometimes his body is in the stairs when he dies. If that happens, so are the items. You will not be able to see the items here on the steps, okay? And you need these items. You need the ashes, Patches ashes, and you need the Horsehoof Ring. The Horsehoof Ring is going to be your 12th ring out of 107. You need these items, okay? So if you find out that he's glitched and you search all of Firelink, depending on where you kill him, and you cannot find his corpse, you cannot find his items, come back to his starting location, quit the game. I'm just simulating here that I'm quitting. Quit the game. When you load back in, his items will be there. See where I'm swinging the staff? And then you guys can pick the items up at his starting location instead of where you killed him. Now we just want to head downstairs. We want to talk to an NPC named Yoel. You guys will remember him from, I think it was probably episode 3 or 4 maybe. We actually talked to him. He disappeared. I told you guys he'll be back at Firelink Shrine. We can use him to level up later on. That's him. Want to talk to him at this point. He's going to give us some dialogue options. I want you guys to choose the very top option. Draw out true strength, and we want to level up our attunement to plus 11. Now the reason why we want to level up attunement at this point is because we need more attunement slots. We've been switching out between Great Heavy Soul Arrow, Pestilent Mist, and Hidden Body, right? 3 sorceries, but only 1 slot to put them in. What we want to do is get our attunement to plus 14. Now obviously right there we only took it to plus 11, but I'm going to show you guys here in a second how to use that NPC to get it to plus 14, and then we'll have 2 slots we can work with when it comes to our spells. And then we can just head over here and talk to Andre. I want you guys to reinforce your Estus Flask. Just make sure you guys select yes. And then we want to allot Estus, okay? We want 7 uses for the Estus Flask and 3 uses for the Ashen Estus Flask, okay? And then we're going to go back to the bonfire. I want you guys to fast travel over to the Undead settlement. Now once you guys make it to the Undead settlement, go ahead and set up a safety save. And I want to show you guys exactly what we're trying to accomplish here. Notice that I have 5,473 souls. Notice here on the left hand side it says Exonovant, then it says Covenant, then it says Level, and then nothing is under level. It goes straight to souls and required soul, okay? You might have to rewind that and look at it really close. But after you die one time, and you spawn back into the world, you go back into your stats, and I'll show you that here. You will see that it reads Exonovant, Covenant, Level, and then Hollowing 1. And that 1 is represented by the times that we've died. Okay, we just died once, so boom, it's gonna say Hollowing 1. Notice that I did pick my souls up there, and I died again. So if I go back into my stats now, it's gonna say 2. So we just wanna do this until we've died 15 total times, okay? Remember, you wanna retrieve your souls before you die again, so that when you're done with this whole process, you get to keep all of your souls. Now, of course, I'm not going to show myself dying 15 times, guys, but I will show you this. It says Exonovant, Covenant, Level, Hollowing 15. You guys see that? So, of course, I've died 15 times at this point. Notice that I'm still retrieving those souls. I still have 5473. You guys should have something similar, right? You're probably not going to have 5473 souls, but it should be close. If at any point you forget to retrieve your souls, you die by accident, you guys can go back to your safety save. You just want to leave that area with it saying Hollowing 15, and you want to have all your souls. If you've done that, you've done it correctly. Then I want you guys to come back down here and talk to this NPC. Because we died that many times and our Hollowing increased to 15, now he's going to give us 4 free level ups. All you have to do is select Draw Out True Strength, and then keep slamming those levels into Attunement until it says Attunement plus 14. After you guys get your Attunement to plus 14, you're going to be able to do this one more time. So remember, just Draw Out True Strength. Then I want you guys to push your Intelligence to plus 44, okay? All the way down, just like that. And that's going to be the very last stat point that you can put in. Select Draw Out True Strength again. He's going to tell you, hey, you've reached ample strength, you're done, and then you guys can walk away. And now we just want to make a quick trip back to the bonfire. I want you guys to go ahead and burn your 3rd Undead Bone Shard. Remember, you have to burn 10 to be able to get your trophy. This will be number 3. Then I want you guys to attune 2 spells now that we have 2 attunement slots. It'll be Great Heavy Soul Arrow and Pestilent Mist. Then after that, I want you guys to fast travel over to Crucifixion Woods. Alright guys, once you make it to Crucifixion Woods, let's go ahead and lock in all that progress with a safety save. When you guys spawn back in, I want you guys to kill this crab. The reason why I want you guys to kill this crab is because I don't want him bothering you while you're trying to do everything else left in this particular episode. So just cast Pestilent Mist, wait for it to take off about, I don't know, around 250 damage or so, and then start spamming your Great Heavy Soul Arrows. You're trying to kill this crab before it goes under the ground. If it goes under the ground, it's going to reset its health, and of course it'll spawn back in, but it'll have full health again. So you want to do enough damage with the Pestilent Mist so that you can cast the Great Heavy Soul Arrow and kill that crab before it goes under the ground, and you guys will be good. And that way you don't have to worry about that crab while you're trying to deal with this crab. With that said, I do want to show you guys what happens if he burrows underneath the ground, okay? So notice that I'm setting out my Pestilent Mist just like we did before. My targeting keeps trying to lock on to this smaller crab. But notice that I'm doing my damage. I'm going to fire 2 Great Heavy Soul Arrows, and then I'm just going to stop. Because I don't want to kill it at this point. I want to show you guys what happens. Notice that I just stop. It burrows underneath the ground. I could have killed it right then, but I didn't. And now I'm just going to kill these crabs for fun while I wait for it to spawn back in. And then you'll see that I use the same strategy, except this time I do fire the 3rd Great Heavy Soul Arrow, and that's enough to kill it. To see how it spawns back in. And that'll just keep happening, guys, until you're able to kill it, right? So cast your Pestilent Mist. Wait till the damage gets to 250 or so, just around that area. And then boom. See the 3rd Great Heavy Soul Arrow, and we're done. And that's how easy it is to kill the crab with the Pestilent Mist and the Great Heavy Soul Arrow. And that's going to give you guys the Great Swamp Ring, which is your 13th ring out of 107. You can see right here that I'm just going into my inventory. We're going to use our Homeward Bone to travel back to the bonfire. Last rest of that. That's going to be right there at Crucifixion Woods. I want you guys to go ahead and attune 2 spells here. Going to be Hidden Body and Great Heavy Soul Arrow. you'll see that I'm just going to switch out the Pestilent Mist. Great heavy soul arrow, so we're good to go there. Then I want you guys to fast travel over to the Faring Keep Perimeter Bonfire. Now some of you may have already noticed this, but there's probably some of you who haven't. We are no longer embered at this point, and I told you guys at the very beginning of the game, hey, we always want to be embered during this run, except for a few occasions, because we want the stat buffs, we want, you know, extra health and stuff like that. If you notice, we no longer have embers coming off of our character model. In the top left there, the icon that's beside of our health bar is completely gray. It doesn't have that fiery look. We need to become embered again. Now, it's true that we can buy an ember from the shrine handmade back at Firelink Shrine, but that would of course cost us our biggest resource, right? Our best resource, which is our souls. And we don't want to have to use those unless we have to. So I'm going to show you guys where a free ember is. And I specifically routed this boss fight next so that we could all have an ember for free once we got to this portion of the guide, okay? It's up here to the right of this enemy. Notice that I have hidden body cast, but I'm still going to get hit. And that's because you have to get very close to this enemy to grab the ember, okay? Anytime you're super close to the enemy, guys, even though you have hidden body on, they're going to know that you're on the map, okay? Now I'm just standing behind this tree. The enemy doesn't know that I'm here now, and I can use my ember. Now, if it gets too crazy in this wooded area for you guys, just go back to the bonfire. Don't actually use it. Don't use the bonfire, but just go ahead and use the ember and then come back to this point, okay? Then we're just going to go up here to the top of the stairs. There's going to be a summon sign. I want you guys to go ahead and set up a safety save, then I'll tell you what to do next. So there is a gesture I want you guys to pick up at this point. It's called By My Sword. It's going to be your 18th gesture out of 33. And you want to do this really quickly now because the dark wraiths are off in the distance and they're walking towards you. So I want you guys to summon this NPC. You can see them off in the distance down there. They're extremely dangerous. There's no need for you guys to have to fight them at this point. So if you do this quickly, you'll be able to get the gesture and get to the boss room before they attack you, okay? So just wait here. He'll do the gesture. You'll get it. Just press X. Perfect. Then I want you guys to take off, run toward the double doors. The NPC is going to go toward the dark wraiths initially. If you guys run to the double doors, though, he will follow you, okay? Once you guys enter this room, you're going to be in the boss room, and then you don't have to worry about the dark wraiths anymore. So this is the Abyss Watcher's boss fight. Notice that I'm standing near the fog gate. I want my summon and the Abyss Watcher to start fighting. Once that happens, guys, I can just fire some great heavy soul arrows off at a distance, and this should be a pretty quick fight, or so you would think. This particular boss fight has 2 health bars, okay? We're in the first health bar now. We're halfway done, but there will be a second one. Now, in this phase, if you do not kill this enemy quick enough, other Abyss Watchers will show up, and it could potentially be a 3v1 situation. If they show up, guys, you still want to focus on this Abyss Watcher. So always keep your lock on him, because that's how you're going to be able to do damage, okay? The other 2 Abyss Watchers, you can kill them, but you're not going to be doing damage to the total health bar. They're mainly there just to serve as a distraction and be annoying, right? So kill him if you need to, but if you can focus on just him, that's exactly what you want to do. And once you guys activate the second health bar, there's no need for you guys to worry about the other Abyss Watchers showing up. You will have to worry about your summon dying though, okay? If your summon dies, then all the aggro from the enemy is going to be on you. It's going to be a true 1v1 situation. Right now it's 2v1. So if you see that your summon is about to die, what you want to do is pull the aggro from this enemy. You just want to fire off a great heavy soul arrow and then walk toward the enemy. Be aggressive, okay? When that happens, he's going to want to fight you. That's going to give your summon time to heal. Your summon can only heal so many times, guys, and then it'll be out of S's. And then, of course, once that health bar goes down, it's dead forever. See how it just healed right then? Because I pulled the aggro. So you have to make sure your summon stays alive. If your summon dies, it's still possible to kill this boss. But if you're a beginner, it might be better for you guys to just go back to your safety save. And the reason why I say that is because it's a 1v1. The range on this enemy's attacks is pretty good, and he's really aggressive. So you have to be careful about that, okay? And once you guys beat him, you guys will get your trophy. And there'll be a bonfire that shows up on the left over here. Notice that I do have my symbol of avarice on. I want to get maximum amount of souls. Then we can take that off and hit up the bonfire. At this point, all I want you guys to do is switch out the Great Heavy Soul Arrow for the sorcery called Spook. So when you guys leave this episode, you should have Spook and Hidden Body in your attunement slots. Go ahead and set up another safety save, and I will see you guys right back here in the next episode. You guys be good.